Testing, testing. Hello, hello. We are live, everybody. Please type into the chat if you are here. Let me know who's here. We're going to wait a couple of minutes to get some people on the call. But please type into the chat box and let me know who's here. That'd be greatly appreciated. Hello, hello. Please type into the chat box and let me know that you can hear me and everything is good. All right, so sound is good. Audio is good. Everybody can hear me. Let me know if that's true. Perfect. We're going to wait a little bit. We've got a few people on the call. I like to start these things right away at 1 o'clock or whenever I set the time. So I appreciate it. And those of you that have shown up early, love it. Lots of respect. We'll give it about 5 more minutes and then I'm going to get into it because I know you guys are all busy and you want to do your thing. This webinar is going to be, I hope it's going to be very valuable to you guys. I've had a few members that have been asking me about finding super affiliates and not being able to find how they run their sites and how they find their offers. Now, this group is a little bit more advanced, and I do know there are a few new people in here as well that are coming every month, so I get it. I think after today's webinar, I'm going to give you a clear-cut process to reverse engineering any offer on the face of the planet. So, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it step by step. I'm going to show you what you need to do with the Facebook pixel when it comes to ClickBank. I believe that you should start with ClickBank because ClickBank is like kindergarten, and I say that in I don't say that disrespectfully because there's vendors that are doing like $300,000 a day on ClickBank. The reason why I say that is it's very easy for you to get paid. You are not going to get shaved as much if you were to try to struggle and go into a CPA network and play the CPA game. ClickBank, they're very rigid with their commissions. They've cleaned up their marketplace drastically over the last 2 years, kicked out all the crappy affiliates, all the crappy vendors, shady stuff, and they really want to put a high emphasis on making sure their affiliates get paid. They're putting a high emphasis on making sure they have quality vendors in there that have quality products. Their qualification process to put a product on ClickBank is vastly changed. So you get paid on time, all the time, with very little issues. So that's why I say you should start with ClickBank. And I'm going to show you what to do in regards to ClickBank. Okay. All right. Timothy how you doing, buddy? Bob, how you doing, buddy? Jamie, how you doing, buddy? Michelle, how you doing, buddy? Scott, how you doing? Who else we got on the call here? We got Joe. Hey, what's up, buddy? Who else we got up here? Steven, how are you? Chris, hey, how are you? Alex, hey, buddy. All right, people are coming on. Okay, so it's just a couple minutes after 1. I'm probably going to wait about literally maybe another minute, then we're going to get into it because it's 6 minutes into the webinar now almost. Well, I started a little bit early, but all right. For those of you that are on the call already, type into the chat box really quickly. Let me know what your biggest burning question is right now in regards to where you are with running your offers, where you are in regards to Facebook, and let's see if I can do a little bit of a quick Q&A to help you guys out that are on the call right now before we get into the main webinar. So just type in the chat box really quick. Don't make them big novel, obviously. Just compress it down. What's the big issue? Why is it an issue? What have you been trying to do? So I'll give you a couple minutes for all you guys that are on. Type that in real quick to the chat box for me, and I'll try and answer your questions. You have to forgive me. I've got a little bit of allergies here, so my voice may not be on par. I'm trying to take some honey and some other stuff to clean it out, but that's allergy season. All right, so I got a few questions coming in right now. So let me address this as best I can. When it comes to taking action, even though you're a beginner, an intermediate, or an advanced, what I like to do and what I train my guys to do is we have a process that we run through with every offer. We look at an offer we look at the marketplace first. We look at where is the biggest holes in the marketplace. Why are people screaming for a solution to a problem? Where are they when they're screaming for a solution to a problem? Because this is i.e. your traffic sources. And then we look at who is trying to service this market, i.e. your competitors. So once we figure out what the big burning problem is in the marketplace, we look at where people are screaming for this problem, like where are these pools of people that are screaming the problem. Give me a quick second, please. Sorry. So we look at where are your buyer pools or your potential buyer pools. And then we look at who are your competitors and what are they doing. The next step of the process is we get on the competitor's mailing list because we want to see the frequency of how they mail. We want to see the type of email that they have, whether they provide content or whether they provide promotion. We want to see exactly where they drive their traffic, i.e. us as the email opener, where they're sending us to. And we want to see what their offers are. So we'll go into the funnels and we'll look at purchasing one or two products, depending on the length of the service, or sorry, the price of the service, and we'll walk through the funnel so we can see exactly how they're marketing. That's one of the best things that you can do to be able to reverse engineer what your competitors are doing. The next step after that is we will go and look at all of their creatives, all of their banners, all of their landing pages, all of their email copy, their sales copy, their VSLs, and we'll transcribe everything. My guys will transcribe it, rip it apart, and we take that as tools to start to build out our campaigns in Facebook, because we know exactly how to do our messaging. Does this make sense to everybody so far, this simple 3-step process? Just type into the chat box if it makes sense to you. Perfect. Let me know if you can see my screen. Just type in the chat box really quickly. Let me know if you can see the screen. And again, I have to apologize. I got allergies here. My throat is closing up. Probably have to go get an allergy shot because it's not the best season for me. All right, perfect. So next question. Let's see if I can do a quick Q&A here. Thank you. My dad is doing very well. My dad had a stroke, so he's not doing. He wasn't doing the best of the best a while back when he had a stroke, and then he kind of had a relapse, and I had to kind of rush out, and so they put him on a monitor. He's going to be on a monitor for like the next couple of weeks because they want to see exactly what's going on, and they want to try to find the next source of it. So he's okay for 82 years old. He's not complaining. He's led a good life. He eats clean, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, still works out, does 50 push-ups a day, 50 sit-ups a day. So when he walks around, so he's a tough old guy. So I hope I get to be that long, live that long as well. Clean living will do it for you. Very little stress. So thank you for asking. All right, so building the content-rich product landing page and finding an offer. I'm going to, once again, I'm going to give you guys a content-rich product landing page in the early stages of development. I'm going to have one of my guys build one, and I'm going to put it inside a membership site so that literally there's no course, but for you guys to follow, just follow that, follow the recommendation of what it looks like. The best type of landing page, content-rich product landing page you want to build is with Thrive Themes. It's a fantastic WordPress theme. It's a conversion theme built for conversion. So it's built for list building, it's built for conversion, built for videos. And that's what a multimedia content-rich product landing page is. That is Thrive Theme. Just type it into Google, you'll find it. That's the only thing that we use other than ClickFunnels. We'll use that in ClickFunnels, and we are good to go. As far as using finding an offer, there are a bazillion offers. We're going to get into it today, actually. So what I'm going to be doing is actually one of our members has been struggling, one of our platinum members, and he basically gave me permission to give away his niche because he couldn't find a super affiliate in his niche. Very hyper competitive niche. When I show you the niche, you're going to laugh, but it's super hyper competitive. Very lucrative niche. I would have never really gone into this niche before. I did probably about in 2008, 2009, and I totally walked away from it. And I have to actually thank Frank Kern for getting me into the niche way back in the day, because that was a niche that he was very famous in. So I just figured I'd just follow what worked way back in the day. And it did. And I ran in that niche for a couple of years, made a whole bunch of money, taught a whole bunch of people how to get into it. And then I just drifted away because there were so many niches out there to get into, so many more lucrative niches. But this member got into this niche and is having problems. So this webinar is going to be around is this particular niche. So next question is using FB with CPV Labs correctly. The best way to do it is take your main tracking link for CPV Labs and use that for Facebook, and you'll be able to build your ad sets around every. In CPV Labs, you're able to do sub IDs. So what I would do is for every ad set, you just basically build out a sub ID in CPV Labs for that ad set. So you know exactly in your reporting for CPV Labs, exactly what ad set and what ads are popping. So you can build out your ad sets, you can build out your ads, and you can use sub IDs and CPV Labs to do that. And once again, I'll have my guy do a quick little screenshot for you so you'll be able to help you out. Give me a quick second, please. I'll be right back. I just got to blow my nose out. Okay, so we got another question here. So ad accounts getting disabled. There's not too much more I can do to help you with your ad account getting disabled. There's a reason why your ad account got disabled. I know a lot of people don't, they always say, I don't know what I did, or I didn't do anything wrong, or my ad was running and all of a sudden it got disabled. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not Facebook. I have a really good inside track as far as what happens. And 9 times out of 10, when I hear someone getting their ad account disabled or the ad account banned, it's because they've done something to violate the policies, the advertising guidelines. You may not know it, but that's what has happened. So we went over this a couple of times. You need to look at the Facebook advertising guidelines, and you need to make sure that how you're marketing, you're not violating any policies. And I did explain this inside of the course. The best thing for you to do is if you find a product that you really, really, really want to promote in Facebook using their ad system, you want to find a mirror product that is like 99, 95, 98, 97% similar to the product that you want to actually run. You want to send that dummy product in to support on Facebook, and you want to ask them questions. You want to say, listen, I'm an advertiser. I plan to build a brand around this particular product. I would like to know in regards to building out an ad campaign, how you guys see the best way for me to actually advertise this product on Facebook so that I can give engagement to the end user and provide an overall good experience. That's how your email to support should be. Give them the link, send them the link to the product, send them the link to the VSL or the landing page, and they will come back to you and they'll say, okay, this product here violates our guidelines, or this product here is the best way that we think that you should run this product, blah, blah, blah. If you don't do that, you'll never know. Facebook is actually very, very friendly. They're very tolerant as long as you follow the guidelines. So they will help you out to a certain degree. They're not going to obviously build out your whole entire funnel for you and build out all your campaigns, but they will put you on the right track and they'll say either yes or no. And they may give you a helpful suggestion depending on how you word your email. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. They will give you a helpful suggestion as far as this is the objectives that we would use, and this is what we would do. And that's it. That's all they're going to give you. They're just going to give you a blanket kind of response, but they'll kind of help you to point you in the right direction. Once you get that email, you save that conversation, you bookmark it, you put it in a secret folder or folder so that you have it, and then you go out and get the product that you actually want to promote based on the accuracy of 95 and 99%. Yes, this is a go, right? That's how you do it. All right. Next question is AdBeat. So Mike Coella is a really good friend of mine. He doesn't really give out enterprise level solutions to people. Mike is in a position now where he's got one of the best competitive intelligence tools on the face of the planet. He doesn't give it out to beginners or people that don't know what they're doing, because he understands his brand equity and he values the tool that he built. So it's very rare that he's going to give out enterprise level solution AdBeat to anybody. You have to be doing some substantial volume, and you have to be giving him a reason why to be able to get enterprise level solution. Because he doesn't want any issues with anybody. He doesn't want any, very few black hat people getting a hold of his tool and all sorts of stuff. So Mike is a pretty laid back guy, but I doubt you're going to get enterprise level solution. If you do, bully for you. Good for you, buddy. But that's how I'll answer that. All right. Yeah, Thrive Themes is one of the best conversion themes you can get out there for affiliate marketing, CPA marketing. So that's what you need to get. And again, once again, I got to apologize. I got allergies here, and they're really kicking my ass. All right, 119. We're into it. We're 22 minutes into the webinar almost. So, why most affiliates take forever to make money using Facebook ads with affiliate marketing. We're going to get into it now. So, not tracking your data and your traffic sources. I'm just going to break this down because I don't want to be writing a book about this. I'm going to give you what I see every day affiliates doing, whether you be newbie, whether you be intermediate, whether you be advanced guys still screw up to this day. Not tracking your data and your traffic sources. So when I say tracking your data, I mean, especially when it comes to Facebook, nobody ever sets up their reporting properly in their Facebook. If you set up your reporting properly, you will know exactly which campaigns, which ad sets, which ads are bringing in 80% of your desired objective, reaching, which is your conversions. At the end of the day, all I care about is conversions. You cannot take likes, shares, comments to the bank. Good luck, go ahead. I take conversions to the bank because conversions put money in your pocket. And that's all the bank cares about when it comes time to paying your bills and your mortgage and your boat and your house and everything else. So, like I said, I put this inside of the course. Purchases, checkouts, leads, add to cart, all that kind of stuff. Those are conversions. That's what I care about. I don't care about anything else. When I'm starting out fresh, if I want to build out some equity around the product and build out some content, yes, I will run a PPE ad. The reason why we do that is because we want to build up social equity on that post. We want to get a whole bunch of engagement. Once we get a whole bunch of engagement on that particular post, we'll turn that post into an ad, and our objective will be conversions. Because what happens now is all that social equity, all that social proof goes over to your ad. So when you run that ad, Facebook sees all that social equity and all that social proof that helps you in your ad quality score. You will get 8s, 9s, and 10s for your ads. Your cost per click will be pennies, right? You can take that and spin that, and you'll turn it into a conversion objective. And we'll do manual bidding. First, we'll do an optimized Well, first we'll run an optimized campaign. So we'll let Facebook optimize for the first 72 hours. Once they are done optimizing, we'll pull everything back and go manual bidding because we want to do it ourselves, and that's what will turn pennies into dollars, because our link clicks will be pennies, our CPCs will be pennies, everything will be pennies or sub pennies or sub penny clicks, and then we'll be able to convert all that traffic on our content rich product landing page, build an email list, and then direct them to the offer, which turns into dollars. So that's how we structure it out. That's the only time I'll ever do a PPP ad. That's it. Every other time we'll start out, if we're not too sure about a marketplace, that's when we'll run a PPE ad. Other than that, if we're kind of sure, we know what's going on, we start out our objectives with conversions all the time, every time. So when I say tracking your data and your traffic sources, your Facebook reporting will tell you everything that you need to know if you look at the data. So if you set up your columns properly, you set up your objectives properly, what matters to you, because everyone's business is different. You set up your reporting properly, like what do you actually need to see? Once you set that up, you'll understand and you'll know exactly how to build out your next set of campaigns after you've started your first set of campaigns, which is your testing phase. Your traffic sources, the same thing. If you are not putting sub IDs for all your traffic sources, you will never know what traffic source converted and what traffic source did not. With your traffic sources, I mean also where are you placing your offers or your banners? Where are you placing your contextual links? If you don't label everything accordingly, you don't label your images accordingly, you'll never know what converted. Now, you don't have to be, this is not rocket science. When I say label your images, labeling your images could simply be 300 by 250 red border 1, add 1. You have to figure out a coding system that works for you, right? It can be 160 by 600 tower, red border, blah, blah, blah. Label it accordingly so that you understand and you know exactly where it is, okay? That's what I mean by tracking your data and doing your traffic sources. And then you can put in your sub ID, your traffic source could be Google Display Network. Your traffic source could be Google Search. Your traffic source could be native. Your traffic source could be blog posts. You got to name everything. And if you're using CPV Labs or you're using iMobiTrax or you're using Volume, you can label everything so you know down to the granular level when you look at your reporting where you sent the traffic, the placement of the traffic, i.e. was it a blog post, was it an article, was it a publisher site, i.e. what type of banner ad was it, was it a 160 by 600, was it a 250 by 250, what kind of banner was it? Was it a highlighted banner? Was it a contrast banner? Was it a high image res banner? All that stuff you can put inside of your sub IDs, and you can use that with the tracking sources that I just mentioned. Any other traffic source like ClickMagick or like Bitly or like using Google itself, like the Google shortener URL, you're not going to get all that data. So don't bother wasting your time. You need to be able to get a proper tracking service, a proper tracking link. Okay. Now, when it comes to creating a unique tracking ID for ClickBank using Facebook, this is very easy. Let me just take a couple of quick questions here. If you guys got any questions, yes, I'm still using Retargeting Cloud. Use it all the time. If you guys got any questions so far, type them in the chat box. We'll take one or two questions before I continue on. So no, you don't need the enterprise level solution for AdBeat to get started. Their basic version gives you more data than a lot of the other services out there. So you can go for their basic plan if you want, or the intermediate plan, up to you. So Larry, we'll do both. When it comes to manual bidding, we'll do both for our conversions because we're split testing to see which one works better. So whether it's link clicks or cost per conversions, we're going to test both. Those are two different objectives. So as far as the Facebook group, here's the reason why I didn't put a Facebook group for this particular group. And I did open up another group with a Facebook group, but I'm going to explain to the reason why I did that and why I'm actually pushing off of it. Facebook is starting to shut down paid groups. They are actively, progressively going out and looking at groups that are being built right now, and they've been doing this for the last couple of months. They are starting to shut down groups that uh, have actually people have bought to get access to the groups as part of a wink, wink, nudge, nudge bonus or whatnot. That's against Facebook's terms and services. If you look at their policies, I didn't know that. That recently came to my attention, and then now that I've seen it, I contacted my insider at Facebook, and they verified it. I'm in a group, Super Pimps and I am SF, Super Friends, whatnot. A couple people have said that their groups got shut down. They didn't sell direct access to the group through their product. They sold the product first, and as a bonus, they said, here, you can get access to a Facebook group, blah, blah, blah. But that's a slippery slope, and it's against Facebook's terms of service. So not only will they shut down the group that people paid to get into, I guess, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, but they will actually shut down your account too, your personal account. So now that I know that, I posted the other day, this week, I needed somebody for a support desk, for Zendesk, and for Facebook. I'm pushing everything off of Facebook um, onto my own platforms. I did this before a long time ago when I opened up DNA Wealth Blueprint. We had a forum for it, and we had a Facebook groups for it, and I don't know why I left it. And it just something in the back of my mind just told me that if you put something else on somebody else's platform, you don't own it. So the second that Facebook says all this content that's inside of the members area or the Facebook group, sorry, the second that they close that down, you just lost 6 months, a year and a half of all that juicy content gone. You'll never be able to retrieve it. And what's worse is now you get shut out of Facebook because you get your personal account banned. So now that I know that, I have to take everything off of the platform for this new group that I just designed. I've got to pull all the content off it. I'm going to shut down that group eventually, probably in the next few weeks. I'm going to let everybody know. So that's why there's no Platinum Syndicate Facebook group. I cannot risk it. I don't want to risk it. I don't want my personal account getting shut down. So there's no FB group. And my advice to you guys are if you're selling your products and services and you're giving access to groups as part of your bonus, I'm telling you right now, the hammer is coming down. Don't say that don't say that I didn't warn you guys. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't recommend it. Go out and build a forum on a WordPress blog. Get a forum and push people into your forum. That way you own the content. You own your IP. So you'll never lose it. And you'll be able to bundle that IP up and sell that IP later on. once you decide to finish with your site or your product or whatever. So the IP is highly valuable. Okay. So that's that in regards to Facebook groups. Yeah, exactly. You never, don't rely on Amazon is great for internal traffic. Get all that internal traffic as much as you can and push it off into your own domain. Push it off into your own storefront. That's what my top guys are doing at Amazon. They're getting all that internal traffic, they're bringing it back inside of Amazon, and then they're bleeding it out to their own properties. That's how you run a business because you own the asset. Okay, so let's get back to the last part here with ClickBank. So simply what you want to do in ClickBank is you want to log into ClickBank. You want to go to your account settings. At the very top, you're going to go to My Site. When you go to My Site, you're going to scroll down and you're going to have your Facebook pixel. You're going to add that, and I'm going to show you some screenshots so you know exactly what's going on. But basically, at the end of the day is, if you're not adding that Facebook pixel inside of your ClickBank back office as an affiliate, you are screwing yourself. You're leaving thousands of dollars on the table, literally, not every month, every week. So I'm going to show you how that's done, because once you put that pixel on it, you're going to know exactly how to tighten up all your campaigns. So let's get into it so I can show you exactly what you need to do. Oh, my allergies. So go into ClickBank, go into your settings, click on My Site. You're going to scroll down. After you click on My Site, you are going to click on Add Tracking Code. So there are two codes that you want to add. That's a Facebook pixel for the order confirmation. That's his receipt. And you want to add the Facebook pixel for the order form. These are the only two pixels you care about adding as far as Facebook pixel. That's it. This will tell you everything that you need to know as an affiliate. This is how you track your sales, who bought, how they bought, when they bought, blah, blah, blah. Right? Next stage is when you come up here, you're going to add your tracking code. So this is the first one. Sorry, this is the second step. So go to My Site. Then you're going to come down here. You're going to type its Facebook pixel order form. You're going to grab your Facebook pixel. You're going to drop it in where it says pixel code. You're going to click affiliate. Unless you're a vendor, then you click vendor. Can't do both. Right? You click save. Then you're going to click the second type, which is Facebook pixel, which is order confirmation receipt. Once again, you grab your Facebook pixel and drop it in here, click save. You're an affiliate. Or if you're in a vendor, you click vendor. Okay? Then once you've done that, you go back to this page here where you've done both of them. Now what you want to do is you want to activate them. So you got to click on the button to activate it. Then what you want to do, and this is massive. This is what I'm explaining to you guys. If you do not set up your Facebook reporting properly, you are killing yourself. Once you set up your pixels, you come back here into customize columns. You come back here under performance. You come under engagement. You go under conversions. This is what you care about. This is the only thing you care about. You click off what's checklisted. This is the pixel. Website checkouts initiated, website purchases, right? Look at the definitions. You hover over it, you'll see the definitions. These are the only two things you care about, right? This is it, step by step. Then what you want to do is you're going to make sure your pixel is firing. Now, How do you do this? Well, there's a couple different ways that you can do this. You can actually ask one of your friends to buy the product so that you make sure that the raw pixel fires in the last 24 hours for initiate checkout. Or you can purchase the product yourself. Or you can test it with CPV Labs. Right? You can contact the merchant. You can say, I need to place this pixel on your thank you page, on your checkout page. I need to do a ghost fire to see if it works or not. Now, it's kind of sticky. A lot of vendors won't let you do that just for certain security reasons, but those are your options because you need to make sure this pixel fires. Now, if you're asking me, I've blurred out some of the stuff because obviously this is one of my accounts that my outsourcers are using, so I can't show you all this data. But basically, if you look at the referral URL, this is exactly the information that you need. If you've done everything that I've told you to do up until this point with your tracking link and your sub IDs, when you look at the referral URL, you will know exactly without a shadow of a doubt exactly what campaigns, what ad sets, what ads popped, what interest inside of those ad sets popped. You'll be able to know male, female, you'll be able to know browser, whether it be desktop, whether it be mobile, whether it be desktop Chrome, whether it be desktop Safari, whether it be desktop Opera. You'll be able to know whether it's mobile smartphone. You'll be able to know whether it's mobile data or Wi-Fi. You'll be able to know whether it's mobile Chrome, mobile. You'll be able to know if it's Android, iPhone. You'll be able to know everything inside of your tracking link if you set this up with your sub IDs. You can have as many sub IDs or parameters as you wish within inside of your tracking link. This is why I say either use CPV Labs, go use Balloon, go use Mobitrax, those three big ones, or use Prosper 202. Those four big tracking services, those are the tracking services you need to use because you can use as many sub IDs as you want. Sub IDs are just certain tokens, or sorry, sub IDs are just basically placeholders for whatever you want to be able to track. So your sub ID can have 20 sub IDs inside of your tracking link. It doesn't matter. It will not break. And once you have all your sub IDs there, you can actually shrink it down and run it through another tracking service if you so choose. I wouldn't do that though because that's 2 or 3 tracking services that you're using. But you can use that one main tracking link and be able to know exactly what's going on with your purchases. This is what will tell you without a shadow of a doubt what works, what's working, where your conversions are coming from, who's buying, how are they buying. You'll be able to know everything. It's not rocket science. You just have to put your thinking cap on and just say to yourself, what do I want to track? What is important? I'm telling you now what is important. Okay, what you need to track and how you need to structure yourself. You need to create a process. Inside of the Platinum Syndicate members area, I've given you that 8-figure process map. You've got to be able to break it down now and say to yourself, I need to be able to, that's my personal process map. But you need to be able to build out your own process map based on what I've just taught you and shown you in the videos. So simplify it so that it makes sense for you. You don't have to go to my level to be able to do this stuff because it may confuse you. Matter of fact, I recommend that you don't do it. Break it down and simplify it so that it makes sense for you. Okay? And now we're going to go into the second step, which is the step-by-step process to reverse engineer any offer. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break here. If you guys need to go to the bathroom or you guys need to take a quick 5-minute break, that's 1:41. We've been at this 44 minutes. We could take a quick 2-minute break if you would like, but be back here in like less than 2 minutes because I have to go blow my nose out. Unfortunately, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but my allergies are killing me. So we'll take a quick 2-minute break or less, and please get back here. Let me just pause everything here. Oh, I almost ended the call. That wouldn't have been good. Oof. Okay, I'm going to leave the screen just like this because this webinar jam is kind of funky. So just be back in like literally like a minute, 45 seconds. Is that cool? Just type in the chat box if that's cool, everybody. Yeah, you can add as many pixels as you want in ClickBank, but I'm just telling you right now, sometimes when you do the post back pixel on ClickBank, sometimes it doesn't fire in CPV Labs, and sometimes it does. It takes a long time for that post back to come back. It might take a few hours. So I'm just telling you, the Facebook Pixel is the quickest way to be able to look at your conversions. If you want to wait 5 or 6 hours, I don't know why it happens that way, but that's just the way the two systems talk to each other. All right, so I'll be back in like a minute. All right, I'm back. Please type into the chat box if you can hear me really quickly before I get going, so I'm not listening, so there's not crickets out there. All right, can everybody hear me? Sorry. All right. This is the step-by-step process to reverse engineer any offer. So again, for those of you that kind of showed up a little bit late, one of our members was having a very extremely hard time finding super affiliates for this particular niche. They spent literally probably about 2 weeks and they couldn't find anything. So I decided to, it was a pretty good exercise for me because it's been a long time since I've done this because I have teams now that do this. But so I reverse engineered, found a super publisher, basically, i.e., a super affiliate. That site is a top 5,000 site globally and a top 1,000 site in the States. A massive, massive, massive amount of traffic. All sorts of offers running from this domain, running from this site. Content site too. So I'm going to show you guys the process of how to reverse engineer any offer on the face of the planet. I don't care what offer it is. You can find anything and anybody to a certain degree. Once you have the proper tools and the knowledge, you'll be able to do it. So let's get into this one. So this is the product here. This is the niche that this member is in. It's called barkbox.com. This is the name of the product and the service. This is a highly, highly, highly lucrative niche market. This is the pet market. I'm going to tell you right now, people are too busy trying to get, skin, muscle, diet on Facebook. And I keep telling people all the time, there are hundreds of thousands, millions of profitable niches that you can get on Facebook, and Facebook will fall over backwards to give you traffic for, and fully within Facebook's terms and services, and you can make a shitload of money. Excuse my French, but for some reason, I don't know why people just don't want to listen. They want to get black hat, they want to run skin, they want to run muscle, they want to run diet. I'm kind of tired of talking about it. So it was a refreshing change when this member showed me this niche, the product and everything. Love it. It's actually the easiest money on the face of the planet to clean up on. So this is the product here. It's the service. Next thing I did is I looked at the competitive landscape. I walked into Offer Vault. I mean, there's tons of different ways to do this. I just went the path of least resistance. This is the easiest way to do these things. So I went to Offer Vault and I typed in BarkBox. Obviously, go get yourself an account at Offer Vault so you can actually look inside Offer Vault. And I typed in BarkBox and I just looked at where are all the offers, where are all the networks, where are all the offers, and there's tons of them, tons of these offers. Some of them pay you $2 for a subscription. Some of them will pay you $9. Some of them will pay you $22. I mean, it's endless. So I said to myself, all right, if there's a lot of offers on a lot of networks for this particular product, that tells me that there's commercial intent. That tells me, obviously, that there's people ready to whip out their credit cards and ready to buy something. But I already knew that because look at the market that we're in. This is a consumption passionate market. You cannot get a better market than this. So that was step 2. Step 3 is I went into AdBeat. I said, okay, highly profitable, highly lucrative niche market. It's a consumption market, i.e., which means that this is a consumable market. People buy products all day long in this market, perishable products. They subscribe to services. They want stuff sent to their home. They want to subscribe to stuff, membership sites, whatever, right? So I went into AdBeat as my third step, and I said to myself, who's competing? Who's buying? Who's spending money here as an affiliate, right? So I typed in barkbox.com and I went to publishers because publishers are affiliates. So I looked at this one publisher, mentalfloss.com. Now, just looking at the name, that kind of throws you off. Like mentalfloss.com, what the hell kind of site is that? What kind of publisher would be promoting a product from BarkBox? But I didn't discount it because I said to myself, if a publisher has spent over $13,000 testing one site, testing one product, an affiliate, they're not just going to walk away from it. Nobody spends 13 grand in testing and walks away. There's got to be something that's going on here that they have done, that they have found. So, I said to myself, because this is the member that said they couldn't find any super affiliates, nobody was spending money, and I understand what they did. They just went about the process the wrong way. And this is after going through the course. So you guys are going to get privy today to how to do it the right way. So understand something. If somebody, I'm a penny pincher. Doesn't matter the volume that I do. Every dollar is a soldier to me. I send out my money, and every day I want 2 or 3 soldiers coming back for every dollar that I sent out. This is war. This is all I care about when it comes to CPA marketing, affiliate marketing. This is the only way you look at it. This is war. Your dollars are soldiers. You want more soldiers. You want to capture more soldiers at the end of the day. So I look at this and I say to myself, this person, this entity, i.e., I don't know if it's a person, entity, whatever, but I will know as soon as I get there. They spent 13 grand in testing. That's a lot of money in testing. That's a ton of money. Okay. So I said to myself, something's going on here. So what did I do? I went to the site, right? Why are people advertising on this site? First thing, as soon as I go to this site, I see digital marketer doing banner advertising. I say to myself, okay, and other various advertisers advertising, but that still doesn't tell me why they're advertising on barkbox.com. So I look at SimilarWeb, and I look at where are the traffic sources are coming from, other traffic sources. So I figure out what's going on. So SimilarWeb is this site here, mentalfloss.com. It's a top 5,000 site globally, and it's a top 1,000 site in the States. This is getting serious. This is some heavy duty traffic. So, and they spend over a minute on a page, on a time on a site. So that's got to tell you something, right? Page views, almost 2 page views per visitor. So there's something going on here. There's some engagement. Their bounce rate, I don't care about their bounce rate. Bounce rate is, because it's such a global site, yeah, you got a high bounce rate. Who cares? I'm looking at the metrics, other metrics that make sense to me. And I say to myself, man, I'm going to go explore this site. This is what a lot of affiliates don't do. This is why a lot of affiliates don't make money. They classically do this classic blunder is they discredit the site. They just say, well, I'm not going to go on the site. This it's not appealing to me, or it doesn't make sense to me, or I don't see why this site is going to be applicable for me to run traffic on it, blah, blah, blah. Classic blunder. Go explore. So not against my better judgment, I just said to myself, this is counterintuitive. I'm going to go type in BarkBox. I go to the search bar on Mental Floss. I hit the search bar, and look what happens when I type in BarkBox. Lo and behold, a whole bunch of dog articles come up that are getting a boatload of traffic. There's lots of dog articles on this site, right? So I say to myself, shit, okay. That's why this guy was advertising. That's why this guy's a super pub driving traffic to BarkBox through his content network or through their content network. A whole bunch of sites. A whole bunch of articles, and high quality articles too at that. You can go look at the site yourself, right? So dog articles that are getting a ton of traffic, right? So a highly targeted dog article that has great hook content, which means is they're hooking their readers, right? Look at the title of this particular article. Dog owners say their canine pals make them a better person. That's a pretty good hook headline to get somebody that's passionate about dogs to read that particular article, right? So that's engaging content that I can drop a highly complimentary banner ad on. And I can push out the rest of the advertisers and I can advertise there because my banner is engaging. My banner is following the flow of the article. This is what affiliates screw up on. This is why this targeting that you see on this page doesn't make any sense and these guys are wasting their money. Now, for the members question that asked me if I'm using retargeting cloud, absolutely, because now I can take this whole entire URL, or actually all the URLs for all the dog articles. I can take the keywords from this content, I can plug in both, and I can hyper target. I can hyper target all of my URLs. I can hyper target all of my banners. I can customize banners. I can go to Fiverr.com and I can say, hey, I'm a BarBox. I don't have to tell them I'm a BarBox affiliate. I can say, look, I've got these banners here from BarBox. I know which ones are optimized to convert, which are making money. I need you to slightly adjust these banners for my own purposes, and I need you to do it based on these articles that I just sent them to Fiverr. I need you to create a banner that's complementary, has a good call to action based around this particular article, and I'll get that back from Fiverr literally within 2 days or a day, depending if I pay more for a 24-hour service or banner or 99 banners, whatever you want. I love Fiverr for this kind of stuff because there's some great. I got some actually great graphic guys on Fiverr, but I have a back door which is retargeting cloud. I don't have to go through Google Display Network and go into Google and fight around with Google. I can go in the back door of Google Display Network and go to the direct placement, go to the direct path, and have my banner placed right there front and center. That's it, right? And I got all sorts of traffic now for that particular banner, for that particular article. So that's it in a nutshell. That's what you want to do. So for the member that's on the call, for your niche, I've just given you a step-by-step process now. I've shown you exactly how to look at an offer, reverse engineer an offer, go to a network like OfferVault or AffVault or any other of those other aggregators. Look at who's look at who's promoting products, what the payouts are. Grab yourself a Thrive theme blog to build out your own pre-sale content-rich product landing page. Doesn't have to be intense. Just build out 1 or 2 pages, 3 pages, showing you exactly how to reverse engineer their offer now, where to go, what to look for. Banners, go to Fiverr.com, grab a couple banners that are specific to the articles, because what's going to happen now is when somebody lands on this page and is reading this article, they're highly engaged. But when they see that your ad is sitting there and it's a further extension of the actual content that they're reading and it's engaging and it's giving them a call to action, what do you think is going to happen? Like that's there. You got a buyer intent right there, right? Depending on the article. So the thing that you need to look at is you need to look at the articles that are on, and this doesn't specifically, I'm not talking about BarBox, I'm talking about any of your niche markets. Using this methodology, using this formula that you have now, look at the content that you find, make sure it's content that is engaging, make sure it's content that when you have a banner ad on it, it's an extension of that content with a nice call to action. Because when your reader, who could possibly be a buyer, is looking at this and is engaged with this, they are in a different mindset. So when they landed on this page, they landed on this page for a reason. They're reading this article for a reason. Put yourself in the shoes of your potential buyer. Why are they there? Why are they reading this content? What inside of this content is triggering them, to do something? And then when they see your ad, your banner ad is disruption. Your banner ad is telling them to do something. based on that article, right? This is how you get your conversions. Okay. Does this make sense to everybody? Please put into the chat box if this makes sense to you guys. I've just given you the process step by step. Take the methodology, take the strategy. I don't care what niche market it is. I've shown you how to reverse engineer any offer on the face of the planet and find any super affiliate on the face of the planet, see what they're doing, reverse engineer exactly what they're doing, and you simply have to pay money. This is not free. This is paid advertising. You have to put money into the advertising machine. When you do, you will get fantastic results. When you do it the right way, you will get tremendous results because you're not burning your ad spend. You're not wasting your time. When you're going into Facebook, you're going to be able to hyper target your audience as well inside of Facebook because you know exactly what your audience is all about, right? Because you've seen all the content here. So when you go into Facebook now, you'll be able to do your targeting ultra, ultra, ultra well. Matter of fact, if you click on SimilarWeb Pro, what you're going to do with BarBox is you're going to see a whole bunch of other sites that are related to BarBox. One of them has a fan page of over a million people, hyper competitive in this particular niche. What I would suggest that you do is run ads to that particular fan page. That's if you're in this market. But I'm giving you the methodology now. Go out in your particular niche market. After you've done this whole entire process, go back into Facebook and look who else is on Facebook in your market now that you're trying to target. Where are those fan pages? Do they have big fan pages? If so, now you have a bullet. Now your ad is your bullet. You want to go in there and you want to start to target those people now, and then you should never have any problems running your ads on Facebook, running a hyper competitive ads on Facebook. This is the process. So that being said, that is the process for enabling you to find any offer on the face of the planet. I don't care who you are. You've got the process now. And yes, this is being recorded. Yes, by the end of the day or tomorrow, it'll be up in the membership area for you guys, so you'll be able to watch it again on your own time. Okay? So we're going to take about 10 minutes for Q&A because it's past the hour right now. So 10 minutes for Q&A, and then we're going to shut down the webinar. I hope I provided you guys some value. I really want you guys to knock this out of the park. You guys are paying me money every month. I appreciate it. I want to be able to make sure I give you guys that tremendous value. And matter of fact, we've got a newbie in the group that just crushed out a couple $1,000s based on the course. They've been there less than 2 weeks. They've crushed out a couple $1,000 bucks, and they didn't even finish the whole entire course. They just they sent me back a support ticket and they said, "Look, man, I'm a complete newbie, but the way you laid out the 4 phases, like I just took that. I didn't look at everything else. I just took that and I ran with it, and I built up my campaigns, and he crushed out a couple grand. So I'm very happy for him. It just kind of more validates that, you know, if you put your head down, you block out all the other noise, you kind of throw away your ego and whatever else, you know, he said, she said, guru said this, guru said that. If you kind of just put your head down and just dig into it and just take it step by step, you'll get fantastic results. So I'll just take a quick Q&A. We'll do 10 minutes of Q&A. Yeah, so Bruce, with Retargeting Cloud, I just went over it, but I'll go through it again. So I take this specific path with the URLs, and I will plug in the actual URL of where I want to do my targeting, where I want my banner placement to be placed, and I'll use that URL. I will also take the keywords, commercial intent keywords, buyer type keywords for whatever niche that I'm in. So I will look at search volume in Google. I will look at the search volume for the keywords. I would look at buyer intent keywords, i.e. keywords that are transactional. And I will use those keywords and I'll put them into a retargeting cloud as well. And then I will do my bidding from there. So retargeting cloud works. John Shugard's an awesome guy, by the way. So retargeting cloud works as they will go in and they will compete for that click. And 9 times out of 10, they will get inside the back door of Google to be able to get on the display network at a lower cost. So they're very effective what they do. They have technology behind the scenes. I don't know how it's done. He's explained to me. I don't really care as long as it works. So that's how I use retargeting cloud. I use the keywords and I use the URLs. You can also do it with YouTube videos. So if you want to be able to, anywhere where they're advertising on YouTube, where you see ads, 350 by 200 or 160 by 600 or the little space ads, anywhere where they're doing advertising, you see ads pop up, you can use retargeting cloud for YouTube as well. Okay, you just take out the YouTube URL and that's exactly what you target on. You can go into YouTube, go into AdWords, and go into YouTube search, see how many searches are going on a month for YouTube, a particular search, grab those keywords. Once again, I don't go for blanket keywords or general keywords. I want to go after buyer intent keywords or transactional keywords. And then, something that makes sense that people are actually engaged looking for. So, i.e., a buyer transactional keyword would be discount dog food, right? What does that tell you? What does that keyword tell you, right? That's not a college student doing research. That's somebody that's in the funnel looking forward to buy some dog food and want a discount. That's a transactional, that's a buyer intent keyword. Those are the type of keywords that I'm looking for, okay? That's what a buyer intent or commercial keyword is. If there's a commercial intent, somebody wants to whip out their wallet and they want to buy something. They're in the process of buying something, or they're doing research to be able to buy something. So if you can put yourself in front of them and give them a reason to buy from you versus your competitor, that's how you do it. That's what keywords are for, right? Content keywords and theme related keywords, that's all bullshit. That's all for SEO. I don't care about that. I want buyer keywords. Okay, next question. Cool, man. Yeah, retargeting cloud works, brother. So, Ria contacting Facebook about offers I want to promote. I say I am affiliate? No, you do not say you are an affiliate. You say you are an advertiser that is looking to build a brand in this particular niche market. So, you want to get some help from Facebook. You are looking at a product that you're looking at. You found a product in a market, in a niche that you want to be able to become an advertiser and build a product around. You want them to give you some suggestions with this product. How is the best way to be able to market this product on Facebook so that you can provide an overwhelming good value to the Facebook end user and provide engagement. Blah blah blah. That's how you structure out your email, right? Facebook will come back to you, and they may or they may not. There's some times when they don't do it. They give you generalities, but they'll tell you, yes, this product is okay to promote on the platform. My recommendation, if you structure your email properly to them, they might give you a suggestion or two as far as what the best type of way to run your product is. Okay, that's how you structure out your email to Facebook. Yeah, Retargeting Cloud is closed. John shut it down. It's not being sold to the general public. He's actually got some big stuff going on with it, with some other data stuff. So I'm sorry to hear that. Is there another way to do it? Yeah, you can go through Google Display Network. It's the same thing. You just have to be a little bit more sharper with your bidding on Google Display. So with Google Display, you can walk through, and it's the same thing. You just walk through Google Display and you go on placement. You do bidding on placement. I have a friend that can probably set up a quick one-on-one of Google Display Network for those of you that are interested. and walk you through the process of how to build out your first campaign on Google Display so that you can do bidding. Now, that's just one way. There are, like I said, if you don't use Retargeting Cloud, you can't get access to it. Don't stop and put your head in the sand, right? There's other ways to advertise. Again, I've just shown you the ClickBank route, right? And by the way, the BarkBox is not a ClickBank; it's an affiliate of CPA network type offer. So, but I was just showing you how to set up your Pixel and ClickBank to start with ClickBank. So that would be my recommendation to those of you guys. If you want to get paid properly on time, all the time, with very little shaving or very little problems with the CPA network and get paid out, go to ClickBank. So it depends. So the question is, would you recommend being a direct BarkBox affiliate or choose a network on OfferVault? I mean, that's a matter of personal preference to you. Look at the terms and services on BarkBox. They're pretty restrictive. They don't allow you to advertise on a lot of different keywords and a lot of different stuff. But when they put their stuff on a CPA network, they're a little bit more lenient. So I would look at both sides of the coin. Look at the direct affiliate and look at the CPA network. Look at the payouts. Look at what's going on. Contact both of them, i.e., go and contact support for BarkBox. Go contact the marketing department. Send an email. Ask them a couple questions. Go through the network. Ask them a couple questions. Make your decision. All right, next question is hey Peter, how to find super affiliates websites initially. I just walked through this whole entire process of how you find super affiliates. So the webinar is being recorded. You'll be able to watch it over the weekend. I've just walked through this whole entire process step by step. I'm not sure what you're asking me all over again. Couple more questions here, guys. We got a couple more minutes here. Let me know what you got. Yeah, so you're asking me the same question again. You take the methodology and the foundation of what I've just shown you and you apply it to your niche. Okay, that's the simple way to do it. There is no other way to do it to find super affiliates in other niches. You take the methodology and the strategy that I just walked through step by step for one niche, and it doesn't apply just to this one niche. The methodology and the strategies apply for all the niches. So when the webinar is done, tomorrow or later on tonight, you'll be able to watch the whole entire webinar again, step by step, follow the process, and plug your niche into it. Simple. And you'll be able to find your super affiliates. All right, so question is, so just so that I'm clear, Peter, once we identify content like this, we model it, put it on our own content-rich product landing page and add a banner and run FB traffic at it. Is this correct? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. So what I would do first of all, though, is I wouldn't do everything all at once and then the offer doesn't convert. You need to make sure the offer converts first. You need to make sure that you go in, find a strong offer, contact the support department, send in emails, ask them questions about their offer, ask them how many sales they're making a day or a month, what kind of volume are they doing, and ask them straight up. Say, look, I'm an affiliate, I'm looking at promoting your product, but I kind of need to know what's going on with your product, and I kind of need to know what kind of sales volume you guys are doing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. I need to know what type of creatives are converting for your affiliates. If you can't show me what your top affiliates are doing, at least be able to put me in a direction of showing me some creatives that are actually working. What traffic sources do your affiliates usually run on? Blah blah blah. If the advertiser gets back to you and they can answer most of your questions, that's the advertiser that you want to work with. If the advertiser or vendor doesn't get back to you or is shady, they don't answer your questions, don't work with them because they got something to hide. So that's the basic process. Yes, make sure the offer converts first. Test the offer on a small scale, quick little budget. Make sure, at least if you don't get conversions, make sure you get people that are actually walking through and they hit the checkout page or the add to cart and they're checking out, they're not buying. Okay, that's something that you can work with. That shows you intent, right? So work on that and then build out a very small funnel. Don't build out a big elaborate funnel yet because you're not getting a lot of conversions. Get the conversions first and build out your funnel accordingly. Okay, so that's it for me, guys and girls. Thank you for being on the call. I hope you guys found a lot of value on the call. So stick around. It's the end of the month. Again, what I want to end the call with is I need you guys, because you guys are paying me money every month. And again, I appreciate that. I appreciate your trust in me. I need you guys to knock it out of the park. Whatever you guys need from me, you guys let me know. Matter of fact, what I'm going to ask of you is we're rolling into Q4. This is the busiest, most profitable time to make money is this year. People are whipping out their credit cards left, right, and center. Their holidays are coming up. November is a push month for all marketers, all affiliates, all super affiliates. This is the time for you guys to get yourself geared up, to put yourself in a position to be able to make tens of thousands of dollars a month, if not more. I need you guys in this next month and in October coming up, I need you guys to let me know what niche markets you are in. What is your strategy for that niche market? I need you guys to send in not a big novel, literally a paragraph. Peter, this is my niche. This is what I'm thinking about doing in this niche. How would I structure out my landing page or my content rich product landing page? How would I set up my Facebook ads to start? I need to get into this niche. That's all I want to hear. Literally a paragraph. Please don't write, a book because I won't be able to read it. Neither will my guys because we've got too much in support desk. So a paragraph. What of everything that I just explained to you. I want to be able to help you. I want to be able to do a review for you to put you on a process to help you push into your niche market. So this is what I need you guys to do for me for the month of October. And then when you do this, in the month of October, the webinar is going to be structured around your feedback. I'm not going to reveal niches just in case, but I'm going to say in this niche here, I'll call it the sausage niche or whatever, but this is the layout. This is what has to get done. So that will be the next webinar for October, which will probably be towards the middle or the end of October. So just stay tuned for that. But get in your support tickets, get in your feedback in the next week or two so that I can have time with my team to build out a basic blueprint for you guys pushing into your markets. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? Just type into the chat box if that makes sense. One paragraph, please, of what I just explained. Don't write a novel. Don't write a book. I don't want to hear any whiny stories. Like you guys are all adults. We're all business owners. Just get to it. Get to the point. That's all I need to see, and I'll write out a blueprint. My team will get together a blueprint for you, and we'll help you out as best we can. All right. So, okay, I'll answer one final question here. So I can take those interested in BarkBox. They are willing to spend money, so then I can put another subscription offer in front of them or present. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Man, people buy tons of dog gifts, tons of pet gifts, tons of products for their pets over the holidays. Tons. Again, I just gave you one of the members' niches. I'm not telling everyone to go pour into this niche. I mean, you can. It's totally up to you. It might piss off the other member that's in this niche, but then again, competition brings out the best in all of us, right? So I got his permission. He gave me his permission to give away his niche, so it is what it is now. So I guess it boils down to the strongest survive and the weak die off. So that being said, yeah, the solar niche is powerful, bro. That's a good offer to get into. That's a good niche to get into, Bruce. Solar niche. Um, it's still very viable. My guys are still running in it every day. Very profitable niche. What I would do there is I would look at geographic targeting with the solar. So now, because I'm in this niche, I can't really tell you what to do. I'm gonna just kind of give you a hint. Look at geographical states that are most wanting solar power, that are most using solar power, and that's how you build your campaigns focused around those states, inside of those cities, inside of those towns, and you'll be able to crush it. Okay, awesome. All right, guys. So that's it. Webinar is done. I will see you guys in a few weeks in October. Wish you well. Let's get back to work. Take care, everybody.